Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Wisemen Say podcast. Ty Fisher alongside Jerald Lucas. Good friend, how are you this fine Tuesday evening?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm excited.
I will tell you this, I got caught in the rain yesterday when I was refereeing in Dublin,
hmm
and then I went to my buddy's hockey game. I've never been more cold than I was yesterday.
Hey, I'm still two-stepping and line dancing after this weekend, but we'll get into that later.
Excuse me, Jesus Christ. A lengthy docket tonight. Crew Nashville recap. Jake Morris sent out on loan. We got Cappy's corner. FC Columbus. Columbus Eagles recap. Don Garber in Columbus tomorrow. Crew Red Bull, and then our favorite MLS predictions. All of that here on the Wiseman Say podcast.
Let's go.
And Jerald, my friend, we were doing the whatever what's that Miley Cyrus song?
The wrecking ball.
No, the Hoedown Throwdown. That's what it is.
Oh yeah.
We're doing the Hoedown Throwdown Saturday. It's Columbus Crew took on Nashville SC. 2-0 was the final scoreline. Dos Aceros strikes again in the form of MLS. Jerald, just your thoughts on the first half.
Revenge is a dish best served hot, and that's how the Crew came out Saturday against Nashville. They had, they talked about it even after post game and training. This is a revenge game. You know, Crew came out hot down there at Geodis Park in Nashville. Yao came out with the goal, in the very beginning, and that was all she wrote for Columbus, right?
Yep.
This week, well, last week, Columbus came out on that front foot, and they didn't let up.
They almost scored like what was that, like 10 seconds into the game?
Yeah. And I saw what they did at the beginning part of the game. I don't know if you peeped it, right? They did that short chip off of the
Yeah.
kickoff
Yep.
and had Yao streak up that side.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there was like, oh yeah, this is the type of game that, we want to see out of Columbus. And, it just was one of those. It was like, okay. And for a makeshift back line in front of, Patrick Schulte, who I think needs to be in contention for goalkeeper of the year, just
Yeah.
because of how he got thrown into the fire against the reigning Eastern Conference champs, and then since then has just been phenomenal for us,
Mm-hmm.
right? So with the makeshift back line, and you got a hungry, Henny Mokhtar coming off of a one nothing loss to Montreal, who is subpar this year, right? That back line was going to be the test for us, right? And props to Aiden Morris for him and that back line and the mid, Nagby also shutting Henny down. You know, can't hear you. Take it off mute.
Aiden Morris wasn't there.
Oh well, it looked like he was. So leave me alone.
Aiden's with the U.S. men's team.
Listen, leave me alone. It looked like he was out there. I saw Aiden. Okay, my eyes deceived me, but I saw Aiden.
Who filled in?
Um,
Zawadzki was still at center back.
I think
I
they
this
had
is
Matan.
That's right. Yeah, Matan. Yeah, they use Matan. That's right.
Listen, the way that they were playing, you would think Aiden was out there. Okay. And that's also too. I had him on my mind too, watching that video from Nagby.
Yeah.
That's fun. That was a hilarious video, but props to that. But no, it just a back line held up, and the leader of the team that stepped up, Steven Moreira.
Yep. Man of the match also.
Well, given man of the match after Christian won it, but
What's going on, Connor?
howdy ho, neighborino. What was your take?
So let's dissect it kind of a little bit, right? First of all, the start that Columbus had, absolutely phenomenal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's almost like this team has got back to the way they were at the beginning of the season. You know, then you also have there was one point in time when the after I think it was after the goal was scored or before the goal was scored. I can't remember, but they kind of let Nashville get back into it possession wise, right?
Yep.
But still somehow found a way to get the job done and get a goal in the first half. So the 20th minute. Okay, so 20th minute. I think it was after that 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, 25, 30 in the 35th minute. Nashville had 92% possession to our 8 possession. So right there in that 35th minute is when Columbus just started to absorb the Nashville attack, right? Looking at the 35, 40th minute, they kind of pick things back up. 82% possession, 18% possession for Nashville. We had a 65% advantage during that entire time also. So they're itching for a goal. They're playing now back to the way they were at the beginning of the game, the beginning of the season. It's looking good. However, when it got to halftime, it was very deja vu esque because it was 1-0 at halftime in Nashville when we played them earlier. And then Nashville comes out to the second half, 77% advantage in the 45th, 69% in the 50th, and 83% in the 45th, 55th minute. So Nashville is now on the front foot now that we're digging into the second half. And then Columbus comes back, and it was just kind of an even game in the second half, but Nashville had more of the opportunities, I would say. But credit to the guys, credit to the back line, to the team in general for stopping, Nashville, and Patrick Schulte also for that absolute wonder save against Mukhtar, even though it was offside. My lord, that guy is just absolutely.
He needs to be in contention for keeper of the year.
No, we're not going to ignore that, Connor. We're getting to that here in a minute. Connor says you guys are just going to ignore how easily Matan slides into the 8th spot beside Nagby. No, we're getting to that. We're going to get to that after we talk about the game in general.
We're not going to miss Baby Yoda.
And then obviously the second goal, even though it was credited as an own goal.
Owen
own goal.
Owen Gold showed up.
Right. But Max Arfson has really stepped up when called upon.
Going from a nobody that nobody knew about, being drafted as the first pick for Columbus in the Super Draft this year. Right?
After playing MLS Next Pro.
Yes, after playing one season in Next Pro for San Jose. it he, Nancy has talked about him and some of the other young guys developing well right now. You know,
Hey, Jason Russell Rome.
I know, 80th minute.
Nice.
His mom already tweeted, so you know.
I just looked on Twitter.
Yep, he's in. So I'll touch on that with the Cappies. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
No, but it's um, I don't know if we want to touch on that one just yet, Connor. But Max is just. I told you from after he was drafted, and I watched his highlights. His footwork with that ball is just phenomenal.
Connor, I'll put your comment up on a second. However, I would like to know where you saw that at. Go ahead, Joe. My bad.
Uh, his footwork is just, you know what I'm saying? Just it's getting better. He's showing a little more consistency, and that's what Coach Nancy wants is that consistency.
Sorry, I was sending a tweet back on Twitter. So going back to Connor's first comment, Matan, an absolute gem of a guy.
I'd put him as comeback player.
For the team, yes. For the team, yes, for sure. Oh, Canada's winning. Let's go. For the crew, yes, he has made a comeback. But he did really well in this game. I mean, sliding into a spot that really wasn't his, that's not really his forte, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But just, picking up right where Aiden left off. He filled some shoes, some very big shoes that were needing to be filled. But according to, let's see what he did on WhoScored.com. For those of you who don't know, WhoScored is a statistic. Are you good?
Mm-hmm.
Is a statistic. When was the game? This has Sunday on it.
They might have uploaded Sunday, but it
Yeah,
was.
they probably wait. Yeah, they probably uploaded it Sunday. Is a statistic website that has a lot of good information, actually. Very detail oriented. So looking at Matan against somebody who didn't do anything, 82% passing success rate. Only dispossessed once, held possession about 4%. One tackle, only a 6.4 rating, but looking at the game, you would think he had like at least a 7.3, 7.2.
And he kept his shin guards on.
Yeah, that's the big part.
Every game so far Matan has played in, at some point in the game, he has lost his shin guards.
Yeah. Oh, that's the own goal. Yeah. But it's one of those things that I love to see Matan play. And I've said this before. Matan is one of those guys that is just a firecracker, and he pops up out of nowhere in almost at the best time possible.
I think learning underneath Lucas, Cucho, and Christian, because that's where Matan, and that whole group. But then switching over to the mid with Nagby, and then when Aiden is there,
Yeah.
he's getting the best of both worlds. So And we joke about how tall he is and all that all the time, but with his size, being in that middle, it gives him a advantage
Yeah.
to a point where you can slip him into small spaces. Just because he has the speed, he has the agility, he has the versatility that he can make you miss and still keep the ball, but still get into some of those tight windows, small spaces, and still create a play.
Mm-hmm.
So you hit it right on the head. He filled some pretty big shoes over the weekend.
Yeah.
And those are some pretty big boots to fill out there.
Mm-hmm.
Considering Aiden Morris, who from the first whistle to the final whistle, if you look at his heat map, he's everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, he's Roy Kent. He's there. He's here. He's everywhere. You know,
I'm trying to see if I can pull up the heat map. I think there is a heat map somewhere on this thing on who scored. I can't find it. Going to Connor's second comment. um, I don't. It's really hard to tell.
I'll touch on it real quick.
Go ahead.
So, as far as Room being healthy, yes, Room was healthy. He was taken off the injury list, right? Um, right now, I don't think you I don't think you take Patrick Schulte out right now, right?
Yeah.
I do think, however, come Leagues Cup, I think you let Patrick get a rest, if that makes sense, and you let Room play, right? Unless Bez is sitting there wheeling and dealing with the international transfer window opening up here soon. Unless he's wheeling and dealing right now, um, that's the only reason why I don't think you see Eloy in at Leagues Cup either. But we saw it with the U.S. Open Cup. Patrick got some rest, and Evan Bush played. So I think that's where we see Room, unless Bez is making some wheels, wheeling and dealing to one get, maybe another defensive man, defensive back, or another midfield, which we really don't need any more mids. Um, but I could see him going after another defensive back, and trading Room out to get one to open up a DP spot, two to take that contract, and three to help bolster that defensive back line. Especially since we got Yevon coming in. Once it's made official, after what is it? After July 4th or July 1st? Let's say July 5th. So we got him coming in once that's official. So you never know, really.
Yeah. I'll be at training tomorrow. Let's go.
Training is Thursday.
It's Wednesday. Murph texted me.
Oh, they moved it to Thursday or Wednesday now?
That's what Murph told me.
Because
He asked me,
I got the email.
did you? Hang on, let me see.
It said Thursday at 9:40.
Where do you see the which email? Oh, Red Bull. Here it is.
But
Oh, it is Thursday.
and I can't be there.
Hang on, Murph.
um,
Because because Adam asked me if I could get footage of the announcement tomorrow, and I told him yeah. And then Murph asked me if I could go to practice tomorrow.
it's on
I don't know.
Thursday. It's on Thursday. Tell them check emails. But I will be there tomorrow too as well. So
Anyway, because if so, I mean, I can run to the studio tomorrow early morning and grab a camera, a battery, and whatnot, and tripod, and go get some footage of the announcement. Do like a little backpack report.
well, the announcement is tomorrow, but training is on Thursday. So
Right. That's what I'm saying. The announcement tomorrow, which we'll get to later.
yeah,
Final thoughts on this Nashville game.
I loved it.
Who didn't love it? By the way, that place got loud. That was the loudest I've ever heard lower.com since the opening.
8th straight sellout.
Jesus Christ.
20,443 fans.
Jesus Christ.
That bicycle kick.
From Cucho?
Yes.
Dude, he's going to get one.
And we're not going to have lower.com field.
No, they have to rebuild it.
Which I wouldn't be bad rebuilding it with Messi playing next year.
Right. No, I don't know. Moving on. News coming out of Columbus this evening. Aiden Morris's brother, Jake Morris, loaned to Loudoun United for the remainder of the 2023 regular season. The Crew do have the right to recall Morris at any time as long as it falls under as long as it complies with the MLS roster guidelines. He has spent most of his time playing for Crew 2, made his senior appearance this year in the Indy 11 Lamar Hunt US Open Cup game. That game was 1-0. Came on as a sub, and then the 5-1 win over Loudoun United came on as a sub also. Registered 1 goal, 4 assists so far in MLS Next Pro. 28 games played, I believe. 24 started. I think this move is good for him. However, I'm kind of confused on it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I don't know what to make of it, because we could have certainly played him. But wish him the best of luck. I think playing with the USL team down there in Loudoun, I think it gives him steady playing time.
Yeah.
To develop a little more.
Mm-hmm.
The Crew does have the rights to call him back up at any time.
Yeah, as long as it complies with MLS roster rules.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's he gets to play more frequently.
Yeah.
Instead of just sitting on the bench and doing calisthenics at the end of the game.
I think it's good for Loudoun also.
Yes.
To get a player of, because Jake's no slouch. That guy's tall.
He's tall and he's very physical.
Yeah. So maybe the physicality and Loudoun players will get a taste of an MLS
MLS
player. Yeah, MLS player. but I think Jake will get the playing time that he needs um, to help aid his development, like Tim Bezbachenko said in a press release.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think it's more also like, if we were to move on from somebody and we still have Jake, he can slide right into a spot and, he'll have that capability. Canada lost.
They drew.
Well, then Connor's wrong. Gosh
Yes,
darn it, Connor.
they drew 2-2
Next
off
up,
an own goal from Jason. Yeah.
it's okay, Jason. Still love you, buddy.
Keep your head up.
Still love you. Gerald, my friend. You know what time it is?
I don't know. Are you ready?
Gabby's corner time.
I said, are you ready?
I'm not doing that. Take it away.
All right, y'all. So welcome to Cappy's Corner. The Cappies were in action on Sunday in part of a doubleheader there at Historical Cruise Stadium. They took on Huntsville City FSC. For the second time this year, the score ended up being 1-0 Columbus. This time with a goal from Coleman the Cannon Gannon. Beautiful strike. It came from, let me see, I can't remember who the assist was from, but it was a beautiful assist
I
and
think it was Cole
Coleman.
Maroka.
Oh, like the announcer said, Maraca. Uh, yes, that announcer was just horrible with all the names of some of the players. She called Coleman Gannon Coleman Cannon. Yeah, but it was a beautiful, beautiful strike by Gannon to put the Cappies up 1-0 over Huntsville City, where they held on for the rest of the game. Huntsville really didn't get that much possession wise against the Cappies. It was a very, very strong outing for your Cappies. Connor's mad at me because he watched the whole game and I called him out on Twitter on it. Yes, Cole Maroka did have the assist on Coleman Gannon's goal. The Cappies had 55% possession, 13 shots, 6 of them on target, 4 block shots, 550 total passes, 85% passing accuracy, 13 crosses, 3 corners. They won 50 duels. Both teams had 2 yellow cards, and there was a total of 22 fouls between the 2 teams. So there you have it, folks. The city of Columbus swept Nashville in both their first and their next pro teams. I do believe they are in action this weekend in Chicago. Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern. They take on Chicago Fire 2 in Chicago. I believe that might be at Bridgeview. Oh, and they moved up into second place in the Eastern Conference behind Crown Legacy. There you have it, folks.
Look at Crew 2 doing a dang thing.
One more thing, not captain, but the capybara himself, Jason Russell Rowe did make his international first team debut tonight against Guadalupe.
Guadalupe.
They did finish 2-2. Fortunate for him, there was an own goal off of him. There was no way for him to get out of the way for that. Just a lot, unlucky bounce of the ball, but he didn't he didn't drop his head. He kept it up and went back to that center circle, and he almost took it in to make it 3-2 off of that. So the kid's got a bright future.
You talked about there was a doubleheader at Historical Crew Stadium.
I did. Hmm. There was a doubleheader.
Columbus Eagles take on FC Dayton. Dayton FC, I don't know. I think it's FC Dayton. Battle of first and second in the WPSL standings. My buddy was the center official in that game.
Hey, I think Sammy was out there taking pictures.
I know Ralph was.
That's who it was, Ralph.
Yeah. But the Eagles come from behind.
Yes, they came from behind and soared high
Yeah.
to pick up that, what was it, 5-4 win.
5-4 win. 5-4.
And there was a hat trick.
Who was it? If you don't remember, don't.
Oh, I have them on speed dial on Twitter.
This man did not just say speed dial. Jesus Christ! I saw that it was like 3-0, I think it was, and then they came back and it was 4-3, then it was 4-4, and then 5-4.
It was. All right, where did you just go?
And also, my buddy said he only dealt like 2 yellow cards in that game.
All right, I can't find it now.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I mean the Eagles get the win.
Yes, they do. I don't think there wasn't a hat trick, but Abby Townsend, 5 goals, 3 assists in her last 2 games.
Sheesh.
Came back twice to hand FC Dayton their first loss. The team came back twice in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're tied for the top of the table, undefeated at home.
Hey, that just shows that women's soccer is actually popular and popping off in Columbus. I need to get to a game.
Listen, they have a record of 5-1-1, 30 goals for, 12 goals against, with a goal differential of 18, with 16 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
FC Dayton has a 5-1-1 record, goals for 33, goals against 12, goal differential of 21, and sit with 16 points. So, I mean, it's crazy out there. And the division that they're sitting in, there's the third place team has a goal differential of 28 goals.
Mm-hmm.
Who've done, 32 goals, 4-4 against. So, I mean, they're out there having fun, and that's what it's about. It's about getting out there and having fun.
Yeah. On my side of the pond,
I wasn't even going to bring that one up.
We have to. FC Columbus. I think this was the right score. I can't remember.
4-1.
Was it 4? That was 3.
Okay, it was 3-1.
I was going to say, I thought it was 3-1.
I got to keep you on your toes, okay?
Thank you for that.
Especially when it comes to them this year.
Yeah. So, Akron City, and this is NPSL, by the way. Akron City came down to Columbus. These two teams met earlier in the season. 3-0 was the final score for Akron City. Former Inner Columbus FC product Daniel Baumgartner gets the goal scoring started in the 4th minute, I believe. Wonderful goal. That guy's a goal scoring machine, by the way. I don't know if you remember Danny.
Mm-hmm.
He's a goal scoring machine. That guy is everywhere. 2-0. 4 minutes later, it's Columbus is just in shambles.
Danny also plays for Inter Columbus, right?
I think so. I don't know if he still does because he spent a couple games with Inter Columbus and then went to NPSL.
Okay.
So I don't know if he still does or not, but he did at the beginning of the UPSL season, yeah. And then Columbus, I think it was 3-0 in like the 20 something minute. And then Columbus get a breakthrough with a penalty kick scored by the main man himself, Damani Kamara. So it was, dude. Can I just say, oh man, it's tough, man. It's tough. They're good. I think a lot of miscommunication is the problem. They're
Sounds
not
like they
they're not communicating enough.
sounds like they need to go on a team retreat.
They need to do something and communicate because this is absolutely is mind-boggling.
Where's the red string at?
Where's the white flag? The white flag was pulled out after Michigan Rangers beat us 10-0. I think the
Where
white flag was pulled out after the first 2 games.
Where's the red string at? If you don't get that red string reference,
Are you talking to me or
yes,
I think I get it?
from Ted Lasso.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
That's what I
where
thought.
the red string was
Yeah,
tied around everybody,
yeah, I get
and
that.
you need to communicate.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's dude, it's just so mind-boggling, man. It's absolutely insane. This was a 44, 45, 47 goals in they're 1-8 now in 9 games. That has to be the most in
I don't
NPSL.
I don't know what happened during the off season because the team was good last year.
The team made the playoffs last year.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was, what happened during the off season, but something must have happened. And I don't think everybody stayed in touch and actually like trained together
Yeah.
if they could. So they got to do something because I mean they have the talent there. They have the skill. I don't know if they might need a new coach.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe different tactics. Maybe I at this point I honestly can't say. Say what? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because I mean I didn't get a chance to go out to see the games this season. Um, but I don't know if it's time for new tactics. No. Do not let Wilfrey near FC Columbus.
They played the same. They played the same. They played the same season. So
Excuse me. I, listen, I don't know
I
what to
I
call it.
I doubt that'll be a thing. Oh, I didn't see this one. If the NWSL ever gave us a team, I'll be the first fan. I'll be a diehard fan of that team. Yes, for sure. I would
Not
love it if we
before,
got an NWSL team.
not before me.
Y'all can duke out fandom,
I'll have
and
media credentials. Leave me alone.
that's also fair. That's also fair. But no, this team is just mind-boggling, man. They're a great team. I still support them no matter what. Through
I mean,
hell and high, through hell and high waters. I mean, I've been following this team since their inception back in 2018, 17, 18, I want to say. Um, and it's to see the growth of the team. First of all, is absolutely phenomenal. Sure, they've had bad seasons, good seasons, but it's just there's something just needs to switch from now to the beginning of next season and
Yes.
whatnot. Were you going to say something?
I think it needs a new coach, honestly.
Probably.
Needs somebody to come in there with a new set of eyes and new tactics. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing that the Crew did. Porter, we thank you. You brought a championship to us. Now it's time for now it's time for new eyes. New blood, new style, new tactics. And you could see everyone believing from the first team all the way down to the academy, with the Crew. So sometimes it does take that new coach to come in there with their style, their eyes to the team, um, and pretty much gut the team out.
Yeah.
You know, I the one game, like I said, I got to last year was the red card game.
Man, that game was wild
But
against Muskegon.
yes, but
Muskegon Risers.
they were fun to watch. They went down, what was it, 2-1, and they fought back for a draw with a goal late in the game.
You're making me think.
Oh, that's scary.
I know, right? I think it was Columbus scored first,
Then they scored off the
then Muskegon scored off the kickoff. Then I think it was Muskegon again.
and then FC
And
Columbus scored late in
I
the.
I thought Muskegon scored again because the final was
That's right.
3-3.
That's
So they
right.
were down 3-1, and then they scored twice again. And then Columbus scored twice because they finished on 10,
Yep, because also
and it was
one was a
3-3.
PK.
Yes.
One was a PK for Columbus.
Yep. Yep. That's exactly what happened. That game was fun. That
It
was probably one of
was.
the best. That game probably one of the best games I called.
Shouldn't have been a red card, but we've always been the.
I mean, as I've said before, I talked to my buddy who knew the official and whatnot, so I can see it. But I think I'm still in your boat. It should have been a red because it's a 50-50 ball, but I can see why.
I think he gave him the red because of what happened earlier. How Damani was fouled by him. And, when they went up in the way that old boy came down, went up for that ball, I think they turned around and, he was like, all right, so this might have been retribution for, me not calling a foul on him when he was fouled down here, in the attacking half. And now when the ball came back and he went to go defend it, this is what happened. Dude pretty much got knocked out the game. So
Literally.
I think it was one of those where he looked at it as if it was a retribution foul
Mm-hmm.
and not just him going up to play the ball 50-50.
Yeah.
So
FC Columbus has their home finale this Friday at 7:15 against Carpathia. If anybody wants to come out to that game, support local soccer as always. Roberts Field at the Wellington School. Yours truly will be on the call for that one. Stop by, say hi, say hello, and let's cheer these boys on to victory.
final home game.
Yep, 7:15 p.m. up in Upper Arlington.
You know what? There might be a special visitor in the house. Catch, you know what? I'm just gonna put it out there. Catch both Wisemen up there. One calling the game and one up there being a fan. So catch both of us Wisemen up there on Friday.
Jerald, me and you who were arguing about this kind of. I don't know if you were just pulling my strings or whatnot. MLS Commissioner Don Garber is in Columbus tomorrow. I please tell me you were just chatting shit.
I was.
Okay, I was gonna say there's no other reason why Don Garber would be in Columbus.
I mean,
No, why? Please, why else would Don Garber be in Columbus?
maybe to announce some rule changes.
He do that from the MLS offices in New York.
But I mean, he's already on world tour because of Messi coming in. Wants to meet with all the teams. You know,
I
season passes now hit the threshold now, so now teams are going to start making money off of season pass, and the players I think get like 12.5% of it.
Don Garber is going to announce MLS All-Star Game in Columbus next year, and I'm here for it.
I am too.
That's another bucket list item checked off in my journalism career.
So in '05, I was supposed to go with the rugby team I played for, the Westerville Worms.
Mm-hmm. The
We were,
Worms.
yes,
My
I
Lord.
played.
Did
I
y'all have
played
tape? Did y'all have tape also?
really. No, we won the state title that year over Cleveland St. Edwards.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
That's how I tore my knee. But anyways, we were doing volunteer work. I can't remember what we were doing, but we were supposed to be sitting in the stands after the game, after doing, before the game, but we were allowed to go sit in the stands, and we were supposed to be sitting on the other side of the concert awning, in those bleachers. I was there, and when I tell you I felt scared for my life because everything was shaking for that All-Star game in '05. I remember going up to the concrete, just to the concourse there and just standing there and watching the All-Star game because I did not want to be around the bleachers. But it was fun going to an All-Star game. This time in a different aspect, it'll be with, I don't know if I want to do credential or not.
I am.
Yeah, I could say that, you know.
I am for sure. However,
And
just make sure that you get your article in and make sure you take all the coverage of that MLS All-Star game.
oh, I will be.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter. I don't I'm not even part of that organization anymore. Take all the coverage, every single
Hmm.
one. And see if you can do a live event for that. I'll run you through what a live event is.
All right.
It's actually, I would rather you start doing lives for the games this season.
Okay. Well, we'll get with that.
Yeah, I can show you. Are you coming to the? You work tomorrow?
No, I'm off.
You're off tomorrow?
I will be there at 8:30 in the morning.
Okay. Wait. What time's the thing? What time can we check in?
They want us 9:40.
The announcement starts at 9:30.
9:40 is when we check in.
So the announcement must be at 10.
11.
The announcement's at 11.
Yeah.
Why so long? Oh well. Okay, I'll be there. Do you want
It's
to do? Huh?
it's Garber.
Fair enough. Do you want to do a little segment on camera with me? Also,
Sure.
bet we can put it up on our YouTube channel and our Twitter page.
Yes.
All right, bet. I'll see if I can get two mics. Then two mics. I got SD cards. I just got to get a camera, a couple XLR cables, tripod, and whatnot, and we can do like a little segment and whatnot.
Right.
But that has to be that's more than likely the announcement. And if I read something correctly, it is. I have sources that say we are getting the MLS All Star game.
Well, Adam
Um,
King broke it for Channel 10.
yeah, Adam King broke it, but then I got a message from somebody saying that they were the source. It's happening.
Yeah.
It's long overdue, by the way.
And
Long overdue.
Nazi will be the head
The
coach
head
for the
coach.
All Stars.
Who do we get? Who do we get? Who's the opponent? Yes, let's think about it. Let's think about it, right?
Give me
We,
PSG.
oh my god. You are mental, my friend.
Hey, look, either give me PSG or Man City or Man United
You are okay. Here's the thing:
or
if
Bar.
if it's Manchester United, I'm going as a fan. I will go as a. Do you know how mental that would be? Manchester United in Columbus. I mean, it's already. I mean, it's already fine. I've already seen Real Madrid and PSG in Columbus. I covered that game at Ohio Stadium. But Manchester United in Columbus. That would be absolute mental. I'll be a mank for the day.
I'll
I
be a
guess
media. Listen,
that's the only time I'll be a mank for the day.
I'll be a media so I could get the interviews.
Oh my god, you're right. I want to be a mank for the day, but then again, I'm in my hometown.
And then you
I'll know
got
where the press
look,
box.
you'll have Messi on the All Star team.
Oh, by far,
You know you'll have Cucho or Lucas or
or
both
both, or Aiden, or all three.
or all four.
Patrick Schulte.
Look,
Take
all
take
the
take the
all the
take
other
the
everybody else could stay home.
take the entire Columbus Crew starting 11. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna simulate that the entire Columbus Crew 11
Versus Man U.
Versus Manchester United on FIFA.
Oh,
We should. I'm gonna do that.
you, you let me know what it comes out.
All right, I will.
But no, like I mean, it's exciting that we get the All Star game
Yeah.
because then we'll get players like Henny, Messi. We already have our rock stars here,
Mm-hmm.
but then some of the other ones from around, Benteke. Um, as much as I don't like him, Acosta. You know, Jesus Ferreira if he's not with the U.S. team. Vela.
Yeah.
We'll get some of these other stars to come into town, but it spotlights Columbus once again.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Two soccer specific stadiums now. The only MLS team to have two soccer specific stadiums.
Yeah.
The only MLS team that the city fought for to keep. You know what I'm saying? Because of a
Mm-hmm.
greedy owner.
Historically speaking, if I may, really quick, we have played more English Premier League teams than anybody else
As the crew or as a
as
league?
all stars. As all stars,
Yes.
we've had. I mean, hell, let's get Fulham back. They were the team that MLS All Stars played when it was here in Columbus back in 2005. Let's get Fulham back, running back again. We can put a 4-piece up on them again. They suck.
Mm-hmm.
Fulham, Chelsea, West Ham, Everton, Man U again, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, and now we have Arsenal again.
Well, Tottenham's about to be without Harry Kane, so
Yeah. And then, I mean, they played Celtic.
Oh, the Rangers.
Uh, they played Roma, Bayern Munich. Oh, that game was wild. I remember watching that game because it was in Portland, and Pep Guardiola refused to shake Caleb Porter's hand
That's right.
after that game. Absolute
Was that
mental.
15,
14.
14?
14. Yep. Um, played Madrid in 2017, Real Madrid. And then lost to Atletico Madrid in 2019. Obviously, no game in 2020. And then it was Liga MX All Stars, both 21 and 22. And
Hey,
now Arsenal.
give me Barcelona then.
Barcelona.
I mean, why not? But I would love to see, and this is just me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me being a fan of this club. Give me the MLS All Stars versus Wrexham.
Are you going as a fan of Wrexham, or are you going as media? If that happens,
If I have the chance to speak with Deadpool and Rob McElhenney, then I will go as media.
okay.
But also to Ollie Palmer and Paul Mullins,
Paul Mullen.
Super Paul Mullins. I get a chance to interview him
And hopefully Ben Foster.
and Ben Foster, Super Ben Foster.
Super Ben Foster and go.
Yep. You know, um, that would be a tough one too for me.
Yeah.
Being a Red Dragon fan, and yes, I am. It's what, the second year now
Mm-hmm.
that I've been a Wrexham fan. Just because one of the reasons why it drew it to me, not because of the owners, but because of their story.
Yeah.
In a case, if you guys out there haven't heard, haven't read into the story of Wrexham, their owners was trying to do exactly what Precourt was trying to do. And the city of Wrexham fought back and gained ownership of the team.
Yeah.
And, in comes, Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney. And now look, they're in the, 3 years in of owning it. Now they're in League Two, getting 5,000 more seats added to their stadium. A jump up in pay, and being able to spend more. But their story hits home with Save the Crew movement.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm drawn to. So I would love to see, if the Red Dragons didn't come here to play, the MLS All Stars, at least play a next pro All Star team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But as far as first team, I say give me Man U, Man City, or Barca.
Barcelona.
Give me those three.
Look, if it's Mania, I'll be a Mank for the day.
I might have to agree with you.
Amen. Next up, Gerald, the penultimate segment. Crew Red Bull. Oh my God, I switched it. I didn't mean to. Crew Red Bull preview. Obviously, we know what the Crew have done. I don't have any fun facts to read. However, I do have the Red Bulls' last game pulled up.
Against who? Us or in general?
In general,
No.
it's a 4-0 beatdown against Atlanta.
Yeah, I didn't.
They took it to Atlanta.
And Red Bulls were without John
John Tolkien.
Tolkien.
Yep. They're still going to be without John Tolkien.
which if they're not careful, somebody could get him during the summer.
Good. I don't like
I
the
I,
guy.
I like him.
I hate John Tolkien.
You know what? Watching him in the U.S. team, he was out there balling, honestly, putting in the work.
Mm-hmm.
And he had his socks pulled all the way up.
He's had them pulled all the way up. He probably got a talking to. One person to look out for, Frankie Amaya, the former FC Cincinnati draft pick in 2019. 2019.
Yeah,
Comes on the field at 77th minute, scores in the 78th, puts the nail in the coffin in the 90th minute
what a
to make it 4
brace.
nothing. Yeah. But a 4 nothing beat down against Atlanta United.
And they can't say that they didn't have their stars.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what's going on with the Five Stripes. They started off a little promising, but yeah,
The last time these two teams played, obviously New York won. Dante Van Zier. I think he was the one who scored the winner. No,
yes, no, 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 no. He scored the first one.
he scored the first one. Who was the
I
other one?
I forget who scored the other one.
Hang on, highlights. No, it was Van Zier. Lukinis got the first one.
Okay,
Van Zier got the second one in 86th. That's what it was.
I don't like the guy.
And our boy Alex Matan got the goal scoring started in the 33rd minute. Ice in his veins.
Yeah,
So obviously there's obviously no new things to these two teams. They've known each other since day one
since
of their
'96
inception.
when they were
Yeah,
called the
the
New Jersey
New Jersey
Metro.
Metro Stars. Yeah, there's obviously no new, phenomena between these two teams. Although it's interesting to see Columbus does lead the series 38, 13, and 35.
So let me ask you this: do you remember the last time they were here? What
The last
happened?
the last time they were here,
Was late September, early October,
yep, early October.
and it was Crew Appreciation Night.
Yep,
And I do believe one Derek Etienne scored 2 goals, I believe it was,
correct. 89th and the 93rd.
to go up 2-1
Yep,
over the Red Bulls
yep.
on Fan Appreciation Night.
Mm-hmm.
Which, matter of fact, that was the game before we had to play the Charlotte,
Yeah, the Charlotte
and then a couple days
continuation
later play
or
Orlando
Orlando. Yep,
on decision day.
yep.
So last time the Red Bulls were here, we clipped their wings. And, instead of flying out of here because of all the Red Bull, they had to bus out of here.
Well, everybody knows that Red Bull gives you wings and not rings. So,
Yep.
just saying.
So I mean it's gonna be fun to see them come home and how see if they how they react for another sellout once again
Mm-hmm.
already for the ninth straight home game for the Crew and 10th overall for the season. And it is fireworks night. No, that's next week. No, it is
Nah, it's
fireworks.
this week.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it is fireworks. So
Yep.
let's see fireworks on the pitch and fireworks in the sky afterwards.
Also, I don't know if you saw this in the email. It is the 2-year anniversary of Lower.com Field and its inception. We played the Revolution in 2021.
In 2022.
I'm talking about the opener.
I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm talking about the opener of
Okay.
Lower.com on July 2nd. It sucks that we don't have a game. We should have played them. We should have played them. That's what the scheduling should have did. Come on, MLS. I'm looking at you. Should have scheduled the New England Revolution on July 2nd.
I'd have been fine with DC United.
Man, give us New England, man. Give us New England again. But that game is set to kick off at 7:39 p.m. Saturday night. It's definitely going to be one for the ages. Again, you said 9 straight sellouts?
9 straight
No,
sellouts.
wait, no, wait. Hold on. Does that make 9 straight or does that make 8 straight? Is this game even sold out?
It is.
Because I saw they said NYCFC was sold out. Chris said NYCFC was sold out.
Now you got me going back to emails.
The Cruise match against NYCFC on July 8th is officially sold out, making it 9 straight MLS sellouts and extending our single season club sellout record to 10.
Yeah. The Crew will continue, and I see here.
But we play. Okay, Red Bull sold out. Okay. It says on the website
Yeah.
that it's sold out, and then New York City FC is also
So
sold
that
out.
would make 10.
So but this game would make 9.
So Red Bulls make 9.
But why did they advertise it as the NYCFC game is 9?
That I don't know.
Rob.
We can ask him tomorrow.
Yeah, I feel like texting right now. Yeah.
Um,
That
so that 9 straight home games sell
or
out.
was the Nashville game 7?
Nashville was 8.
Dude, I don't know, man. Marketing is
Anyways,
absolutely wild.
yes. Anyways, I'm
7:39.
going by the email. 9 straight home sellout against the Red Bulls.
Kickoff at 7:39 p.m. And now we get into our favorite segment. MLS predictions.
Well, my prediction, well, not my prediction, but my key to the game is continue
I
doing
forgot
what you're
about that.
doing.
Yeah, thank you for that. I completely forgot about that. I got so flustered looking at this sellout thing, gave me a headache. Golly.
Continue doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
It works if you work it.
Currently, the Red Bulls sit in 11th in the Eastern Conference. They are approximately 8 points behind Columbus. Columbus does have a chance to leapfrog the Philadelphia Union
For third?
for fourth
Okay.
if Philly were to drop points.
So if they either draw or lose, Columbus can move up to fourth.
No, Philly needs to lose.
All right.
Columbus is on 31 points. Philly's on 34. If Philly draw, they're on 35. Columbus win, they're on 34. We'd still remain fifth.
All right.
However, that gap up top is starting to close.
Especially after the bludgeon somebody took in DC.
Oh man, we're not going to waste any time on them. Jerald getting started on the first. Speaking of top 2 teams in the East, Cincinnati, New England, from TQL.
From TQL?
Mm-hmm.
They're still without Brandon.
Yep. They're without Matt Miazga.
Give me DC United 2-1.
I said Cincinnati, New England.
Okay, well, my bad.
You're thinking of last week's game.
Yes, I know. Give me New England. Ooh. 3-1.
I'm going to go 1-1 draw.
I think this is their downfall.
Really?
I think this starts their downfall. You don't have Miazga. You don't have Vasquez. Yes, Vasquez hasn't scored as many goals as he did last year so far, but he's contributed in other ways. You can't, Abaji and Acosta can't do it on their own.
Yeah.
So I really think, yes, they played their 15-year-old, 17-year-old, something like that. He made his debut against DC.
15.
15-year-old. So he made his team debut, against DC United in the 3-0 loss. I really think this is their start of their downfall.
There we go. Move my screen over here. Miami, Austin from Drive Pink Stadium. You don't have Messi yet, Miami fans.
As much as I don't like them, I'm gonna have to go with the Barcodes 2-0.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Austin. Montreal, New York City from Stade Saputo.
Give me Montreal 2-0.
I'm not doing anything. I don't know what you're talking about, Gerald. Wrong one. I'm not doing anything. Orlando, Chicago from Exploria.
Oh, you're not picking your pick on that one?
Did I not say mine? Oh, nothing draw.
Okay.
Orlando, Chicago from Exploria.
Give me Orlando 2-0.
You know what? Give me Chicago 3-1. I like that.
Roll with it.
I like that. Toronto, Salt Lake from BMO Field.
Give me Toronto 2-1.
Give me 2-2 draw. Dallas, LAFC from Toyota Stadium.
Give me LAFC. They're due for a win.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna put a score on it.
I'm gonna go 2-2 draw.
I mean, I look at LAFC. They have pretty much all their star power.
Mm-hmm.
And DC's minus it doesn't have Jesus Ferreira.
Yeah. I think I still go 2-2.
I'm going LAFC for the win.
Yeah. Kansas City, Vancouver from Children's Mercy Park.
Give me Vancouver 3-0.
Vancouver 3-0.
Yes, I still think Vermees is still on the hot seat, but Kansas City is still at the bottom of the East,
West,
whatever.
Give me Vancouver 2-0. I like that in Vancouver. I think they're better on the road.
They are.
If I'm not mistaken. They're 9th. No, they suck on the road. They're better at home. But KC
is horrible at home.
They're 4-5-1.
They're horrible at home.
Yeah. Goals allowed, KC. They've also allowed 30 goals. Vancouver has. Sorry, I'm looking at I'm looking at the right thing. Vancouver has scored 30 goals and allowed 23. So I think the team that scores the most goals is going to win. That's Vancouver.
Yep.
We have Minnesota, Portland, Allianz Field.
Give me Minnesota. Actually, give me a draw, 2-2.
A draw?
Yes.
2-1 Minnesota.
Yeah, Timber Joey's going to hate us this year.
I know, right? Nashville, DC from Geodis.
Give me Nashville 2-1.
Ooh.
No, give me Nashville 2-1. I think they're gonna be they're back at home where they've actually been pretty good. They're coming off consecutive losses for
Mm-hmm.
the first time since 2019. I think it was,
Yeah.
or 2021,
Something like that. Yeah.
something like that. It's their first time they've had back-to-back losses, and just the way that they were humbled in Montreal, and then just they were sent to the woodshed, against Columbus. So
Yeah.
give me Nashville 2-1.
I'm gonna go Nashville 2-1 also. St. Louis, Colorado from City Park.
St. Louis 4-0.
St. Louis 4-0.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
It's something about City Park.
Some type of voodoo over there. Give me St. Louis 1-0. Wait.
You're talking about they're playing Colorado.
Okay. 2-0. 2-0. St. Louis. San Jose, LA, the California Classico.
Give me San Jose 2-0.
Give me San Jose 3-1. And then you have Seattle, Houston.
Two draw.
Give me Seattle 4-0 over Houston.
They're without their star.
Give me Seattle 4-0 over
All
Houston.
right.
One game on Sunday, Atlanta and Philly.
And it's in Philly, or is it in Atlanta?
Mercedes-Benz.
Give me Atlanta 3-2.
Atlanta 3-2.
Yes.
Give me 2-2 draw. And then the main event. Columbus, New York, Red Bulls.
3-1 Columbus.
Give me Give me 3-0 Columbus. Patrick Schulte with another sellout. Sellout.
Clean sheet.
Clean sheet, yeah.
All right, listen. I'm going to ask him. He gets another clean sheet. And I'm going to ask him the question of, what laundry detergent do you use for your clean sheets?
Jesus Christ.
I'm going to do it off the record, though.
It's fair.
It's just something, you know what I'm saying? Something funny.
Yeah, I know.
To break into, an actual question.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Because especially coming off a clean sheet, the atmosphere in that locker room. We saw it with the heckling of Christian Ramirez.
And Steven.
Yes. But Christian was making dog sound.
Yeah. That's it, dude. We got through this thing.
Yes. Another star-studded packed line, rundown.
Tomorrow, be on the lookout on our Twitter and YouTube page. We will have full breakdown of the Don Garber special announcement coming from lower.com field. It should be what we just talked about. Should be MLS All-Star game, but me and Gerald will have a full breakdown with quotes, with thoughts, analysis, whatever you want to call it.
Video.
Yep. On our Twitter and our YouTube page. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Click the bell for notifications when we go live and when we upload new content. Also, If you would like to support this podcast, we do have the listener support link in our bio on Twitter. All you have to do is just go to our Twitter page, click on the bio, and every proceed that we get, every penny that we get goes back into the podcast for hotels, gas, trips, all that fun stuff, equipment to make this podcast better than the next. And we greatly appreciate your support. Also, if you haven't followed us on Twitter, why not? At Wisemen Pod. And also here on YouTube, again, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click the bell for notifications. Jerald, my friend, as tradition goes, Wiseman say,
Only fools rush in.
have a good night, everybody. We'll see y'all Saturday.
Stay wise, y'all.
Boom.